We just received the very latest Rolex Oyster Perpetual 100 years anniversary model, fresh from Watches and Wonders, and we're going to be the first auction house globally to have one of these listed. But there's also a bigger story here, and that's what's happened to the Oyster Perpetual and what Rolex has turned this model line into. Let's talk about it. The Oyster Perpetual case turns 100 this year, hence the celebration model. But I think there's more to say about this line that really needs some attention from collectors, and that is what Rolex has turned the Oyster Perpetual range into. So the Oyster case dates back to 1926, and it represents Rolex's venture into waterproof cases, something they've become incredibly famous for. But the Oyster Perpetual, as a standalone model line, didn't really come about until the 1950s. And beyond that, it was very much what people would consider to be the entry-level Rolex. Predominantly in stainless steel, fairly simple pedestrian designs that up until quite recently used to just fill the Rolex cases, whilst everybody else was in the boutiques and ADs asking for models like the Sub, the GMT, and the Daytona. But Rolex did something interesting in 2020. They released some colored dials. Watches like this. Bright colors, fun, daring design, which completely changed the profile of the Oyster Perpetual and gave this line a brand new life. Now, for anyone who's into watches and has been following Rolex over the past 6 years, you probably would have seen the level of popularity of these Oyster Perpetuals, to the point where they're more in demand than some of Rolex's stalwart, steadfast sports models that everyone knows are already popular. For example, the yellow dial, which is discontinued after only a few years production, impossible to get at retail. Same for this guy here. This is the pink version of the Oyster Perpetual from, once again, the 2020 releases. There were also other colors. All of them were popular. There was a Tiffany blue, of course, incredibly popular. And I think these really illustrate where the Oyster Perpetual range has been heading. Since then, in 2023, we had the celebration dial with the colored circles. In 2025, we had more colors, this time in a more muted tone. This one here, one of my personal favorites, is the beige dial. This was launched alongside a lavender and also a pistachio. And you can see where Rolex is going with this. It's like they wanted to maintain the colored dials, but also introduce something for people who wanted to lean into a colored dial watch, but wanted something with a more muted color. And once again, these watches have also been incredibly popular with collectors. But this brings me on to 2026, and this guy right here. This is a culmination of 100 years of Oyster Perpetual design, and I think Rolex judged this watch really well. Let's take a look. So we have here the Oyster Perpetual 100 years celebration watch, reference 134303. This is the 41mm version, so it was also available in 36mm. Now, what I love about this reference is that Rolex gave a nod to 100 years of Oyster Perpetual without going overboard. It's incredibly subtle, and they're so good at that. All they did was put 100 years at the bottom of the dial and stamped 100 onto the crown. They also tastefully and sparingly used precious metal in true Oyster Perpetual fashion. They didn't fall for the trick of putting polished center links and precious metal in there either. They just crafted the smooth bezel and the crown in 18 karat gold. There's also some other nice touches here which I think deserve some attention. One is the fact that they use the Rolex text in green, obviously the very well-known green tone of the company. And they've also applied that same green tone to the hour pips around the outside of the dial. Two small touches, but I think they really make this watch something special. What do you think? Let us know your view on these new Oyster Perpetuals, and also whether you like the slightly more controversial Jubilee dial. This example is going live in the coming days, so make sure you jump onto the site and register to bid now. And also, if you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe for more watch hot takes. Take care.